Have you heard about the most recent crypto meltdown? The fall of FTX and the SBF scandal has rocked the nation and made us all question the true depths of corruption that run through our political system. At its core, it revealed a powerful ideology that money talks louder than morals, an insidious notion with effects far beyond those of any individual or party involved. As we analyze this shocking deception that made waves across many public sectors, it's time to ask ourselves, did SBF ultimately expose the easily bought officials in our government? Hello and welcome to Amuse World. But before we continue with our video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell for more amazing content. Leaders who support the crypto industry. For years, too many Wall Street and Washington leaders had either ignored or blindly supported the crypto industry's relentless efforts to infiltrate our financial system and rewrite the laws and rules to benefit their special interests. Tens of millions of dollars in campaign contributions and lobbying greased the wheels, including too many former public officials selling out their public service and engaging in influence peddling. Leaders who should have known better, including CFTC regulators, elected officials in Congress, and blue-chip venture capital firms, simply accepted the pixie dust of innovation, the fairy tale of crypto riches, and FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried's claimed vision, without performing the most basic due diligence or asking the most obvious questions if they thought it would make them rich or were already on FTX payroll directly or indirectly. How did FTX capitalize on its operations? The crypto industry followed the standard playbook of the financial industry in buying access and special treatment for its special interests at the expense of the public interest. One of the most corrupt aspects of that, which FTX made extensive use of, is a revolving door strategy of hiring former government officials, particularly from the CFTC, to buy their unique inside knowledge, special access, and unfair influence at the agencies, in Congress, and throughout Washington to advance FTX's agenda. Following FTX's downfall, many are now criticizing FTX and looking for scapegoats in order to divert attention away from their prior support and shilling. For your better understanding, compare what people said and did before FTX collapsed to what they are saying now. There is a link between FTX and politics. Many in Congress, the CFTC, and the crypto industry argue that the failure of FTX demonstrates the need for new legislation. Surprisingly, they are still pushing legislation that FTX endorsed and was FTX's top legislative priority. The CFTC chair, who has been an outspoken supporter of crypto and FTX, has gone so far as to say that such legislation should be passed no questions asked, despite the fact that most of the facts surrounding FTX's collapse are not yet known. Furthermore, the current laws and rules are fully capable of addressing almost all of the chaos in crypto. Indeed, regulators at the banking agencies and the SEC withstood enormous political and industry pressure to allow crypto access into the core of the financial and banking system, restricting contagion, more crashes, and taxpayer bailouts. What was the CFTC doing? FTX was registered, licensed, and supervised by the CFTC, which was so focused on promoting cryptocurrency and expanding its jurisdiction that it failed to properly regulate the company. Instead of being an industry cheerleader, the CFTC should have used its existing regulatory powers to uncover some of the misconduct, lax controls, and financial weaknesses that led to its collapse and harmed so many people. What's next for Sam Bankman-Fried? Bankman-Fried was arrested in the Bahamas in December and charged with wire fraud, securities fraud, and money laundering, among other things. He has since been extradited to the United States and released on a $250 million bond, according to Reuters, the largest ever pretrial bond. Caroline Ellison and Gary Wang, two former top executives at Bankman-Fried's companies, have pleaded guilty to several charges of fraud and are cooperating with federal prosecutors in the investigation. Bankman-Fried, Ellison, and Wang have also been charged separately by the Securities and Exchange Commission with defrauding FTX investors. The collapse of FTX is not a typical story of cryptocurrency volatility or investor risk-taking. It collapsed not because of bad luck, but because of what now appears to be unsustainable layers of deception. On the surface, FTX appeared to be thriving. It had made several high-profile acquisitions and bailed out other failing crypto companies in the previous year. It was actually drowning in debt. According to reports, at least $1 billion in customer funds has gone missing. The stunning disparity between image and reality has resulted in Bankman-Fried's reputation plummeting faster than any in recent memory.